What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. This is still early access for Subnautica. As you see, it's looks like revision 21.847 from November 2019. This is the deep dive update to the Subnautica Below Zero early access. Now, I had a poll over on my community tab asking what game you all would want to see as far as a little side series on the channel, and Subnautica Below Zero won. So without further ado, let's hop right on in. Now, before we get moving, I have played Subnautica Below Zero before. I did play it right when it first came out. It only had about 90 minutes of gameplay then, though. So there's been quite a few updates since I did play it last, and looks like it should be pretty fun. Now, we're going to do a survival freedom hardcore. We're going to do a regular old survival run where we've got all the stuffs and things we have to worry about. And let's get it moving here.
Repeat, immediate evacuation of Sector 0 to Space Station Vespa.
Sam, what's happening?
The meteor storm. There was interference. It's closer than they thought.
How long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Jeff, do you read?
I've intuited it. I translated the wake-up command.
Your timing sucks. We're evacuating. Jeff!
His last GPS check-in was at the cave entrance.
I'm going up there.
Roger that. Don't stay any longer than you need to.
Alright, so nothing changed so far. This is the same start from before. I'm not really sure, but I heard some rumors that there could be like some major changes to the story mode itself in the next big update. But of course we'll have to check and see exactly how far the story goes right now. Everybody's GTFOing. And one thing I was always curious is if you were able to grab anything here before all hell breaks loose here in a bit. But I don't think you can. So let's just go ahead and follow along the story. We're off looking for Jeff. He's got some shenanigans going on. What do we got over here? Although it's, it's the same game. Well, I can see that cold is the thing now. I can see on my screen that I'm getting colder by the edges of the screen. So that's something that wasn't in the game before. You could freely run around up on the surface prior without having to worry about it. These little guys, they will zap you, I think. No, maybe not. Alright, so let's head this way, Where you at, Jeff? And here we go. We start to see some
approaching the research site.
Precursor-looking stuff.
Like Jeff's GPS tracker's here, but no other sign of him.
Understood. Be careful.
GPS tracker, couldn't pick it up.
Jeff! Jeff off!
Jeff won't be on. Now Jeff is gone.
Who am I speaking to? What happened here?
That information is...
Damage sustained. Rerouting data to Sanctuary. Warning. Sanctuary power low.
Jeff isn't here. But Sam, we woke something up. I spoke to it.
Please, get to the escape ship.
I'm on my way.
We are getting it. Nope, dead end, huh? Is this a dead end? Yeah, this is a dead end. Oops. Seems it should be... Okay, that was... Up around this way. There we go. So this is the same start to the Below Zero storyline that it had back in the day. We got the meteors are coming and shit is hitting the fan. Luckily, it provided us this little way up and out over the cliff edge here.
We have your ship on radar.
What? I'm not on that ship.
Who is?
Jeff's the only one it could be.
That
Where's it
shady
going?
mofo Jeff stole my ship.
Where are you now?
Still making for the base. That's my best shelter now.
Okay, I'm going to see what I can do from here.
Oh yeah. The meteors are coming. But oh no! So are the avalanches.
Oh no.
Are you back at base yet?
That's a negative. It's gone. Sam!
Base is out of there. There's only one way out. Let's swim it out.
Your environment is no longer safe, and your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode. Be advised, high wind speeds will cause lethal explosion in 4 minutes.
Lethal explosion in 4 minutes. Sounds like it's probably best not to screw around, huh? Start here. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory stuff there. Let's just keep getting it here. Now, although it definitely has a linked sort of story, it seems like, from the original Subnautica, it's definitely its own unique story that's going here in this game. I'm really excited to see where they end off with it, because it's been... I mean, when I jumped into it before, there was only about 90 minutes of gameplay, and I ended up playing it for about 4 hours.
Come in.
Just because
I'm okay.
I was so stoked to be playing Subnautica again.
I'm dropping you a life pod.
Did everyone else get
We already know this routine. Let's just start snagging stuff and fill up our inventory
Haven't found it.
as we're going through.
Sam?
Where's the life pod going? It's going over here.
Sam!
It's noisy down here. Feels like I'm higher up in the air than I should be. We got some fishes. Come here, fishes.
New creature discovered.
More fishes? Maybe?
Creature discovered.
Oh, we gonna get you too? Or not. Dude's quick. Or no, we got him.
Creature discovered.
Let's get some of them water fish too. Not seeing any of them. It's like it's mainly the hunger that's filling up though. It's quite volcanic, that's for sure. It's noisy as a mofo around here. Sea glide. Oh, no scanner yet. There is our first super hot fragment though. Gots to get that sea glide going quick, right? Alright, let's hop on in and see what we got. New blueprint for fiber mesh.
Acquired.
Actually didn't grab that much stuff.
Well done for surviving the evacuation. Statistically, it is the hard part. This life pod will help you survive until rescue. Fabricate food and tools, and refer to your PDA's databank for more information.
Alright, so let's get some food in our belly here. We're good there. And tools. Now what are we going to need for tools? Let's see, what can we do here? Well, we're going to want a tank. Titanium fiber mesh. We're going to want fins, probably. We're definitely going to want a scanner. We're going to want a flashlight. And we're going to want a survival knife. So it's kind of the usual Subnautica start. Get your base tools in place. And I'm going to find me... No shortage of quartz laying around here. Now, I remember before when I played it... Now, like I said, that was the very start of early access, so it didn't have a whole lot in the game yet. When I very first started playing it, there was an issue with water, and you ended up having to rely on the plant life just to keep your water going. Alright, we should...
Oxygen.
Oh, it's those damn sea monkeys. Oh, I remember them. Those guys are a pain in the butt. Stealing stuff from you like a mofo. Alright, so they're pink now, or orangish now, instead of what they were like neon green in the original Subnautica. But they're still creep vines. So let's fill up. They look a little scarce, huh? The clusters do.
Oxygen.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of other clusters already grown yet. How's our inventory looking anyway? We're almost full. We'd only be able to store another one or two. Makes me want them even more. These are what you would rely on for water before eating these. Oh, I can only grab one. Wow. Alright, so let's head on back. Let's get some of our basic tools set up and ready to go. I got 2 more slots I could grab. Hopefully get some titanium out of these here. Yep, that was titanium in both of them. Perfect. Just trying to minimize the amount of trips back and forth. Subnautica, anybody that plays it knows it's definitely a game of I need one more of this, or I need one more of that, and you have to keep running out and grabbing stuff, so trying to minimize that is best that I can. Looks like there's some kind of a structure right up there. Is that like a volcano going, or is that just the meteors? I'm wondering. It's definitely quite noisy. Alright, so let's see. What can we make? Well, we need the resources, right? So we need some silicone rubber. If I remember correctly, always make a lubricant or 2 from the beginning. That way when the time comes for your sea glide, you're good to go. And I think I'm just going to make silicone rubber out of the rest of this. That's so close by, I can always just go grab more if need be. Did I grab 2 lubricants? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Alright, so let's just keep pumping through the silicone rubber here. And then I should be able to make a knife and hopefully something else. Let's see. Tools. There we go. Survival knife. Very nice. Alright, now what do we need for a scanner? We need a battery. And a battery is going to take copper ore and ribbon plants. Now I remember the ribbon plants, so that shouldn't be too tough. Let's just go ahead and dump all of that. Alright, now if I remember correct, yeah, there they go. The ribbon plants are like down in little cave type things. Anywhere where there's a little hidden cubby down there, they a lot of times will have ribbon plants in it. But now I can go grab some fiber mesh as well while I am at it. Get a bunch more titanium. I don't want to get too overloaded on quartz. I'm not sure how much of that at the very beginning I'm going to need. Looks like there's some more ribbon plants tucked away in there. We got a floater.
Oxygen.
Swim to surface. Okay, good call. I need to make a tank right away too. And the tank and the fins are going to... Why didn't I not make them already? I think I had the materials to already make them. Snoozing here, snoozing. Let's see. So that's enough for 2 batteries. Let's grab... Let's just grab everything we can along this wall. Definitely seems like there's an abundance of resources as far as the little nodes everywhere. But when you think about it and compare it back to Subnautica, Subnautica had the pieces of ship everywhere, the little chunks, you know? And I think that it's going to take a crap ton of those nodes to make up for the number of little ship chunks that were everywhere. Alright, let's see. Let's just fill up here. Alright, inventory full. And then now we can just get it on back here. These stupid little sea monkeys, man. They steal your stuff, and then you gotta, like, chase them down, and...
Oxygen.
Just quite irritating. In fact, as soon as I get a sea truck, one thing I regretted not doing last time in my last playthrough was seeing if at maximum speed I could actually take a few of those out. Yeah, it sounds volcanic or something. Or no, there's lightning going with that too. I think that may just be the storm. There was another one of these right here. A couple of them. Oh, my inventory's full. That's so close.
Oxygen.
Alright, so we should have the basics set up here now. That's going to be a scanner. Well, let's see what we can make. See, we need fiber mesh. The fiber mesh we got from those creepvine samples that we just got. So we're good, in good shape there. I should have made those right away. That's silicone rubber. Let me see, we got plenty of that though. See, there's the silicone. Let's get our fins going. And we can get a standard O2 tank going now. That's going to help out. Bumps us up to what, 75? And it looks like we've got a repair tool unlocked as well now. So we need batteries, right? Now, what is batteries? The two of those ribbon plants in the copper. So we've definitely got enough to make a few batteries. Let's make 2 batteries just for the moment. And then see what else. Let's get our scanner. Let's get a flashlight. We need glass for a flashlight. The flashlight certainly won't hurt, especially before getting our Sea Glide. Let's see, and then a repair tool. We're going to need crystalline sulfur from this little splody fish. We can always throw down a locker if need be. Let's make up a couple of waters here. I think that's pretty darn good for the basics so far. Just go ahead and drink both of those to free up the inventory. Not sure I can do anything with that rotten creepvine sample. I'll dump it. Just dump it on the ground outside. Throw it on the ground. Let's see. We want... Oh, I think I want the scanner in 1. The flashlight's good there on 4, and then the survival knife, I think I'll put on 2. And then let's free up this stuff. I'm going to dump that creepvine. Alright, so what do we need next? Let's see, we've got... Did I make the fins? Yeah, I made the fins already. We've got a tank. We don't need an air pump or first aid. We just need that crystalline sulfur, which could be a pain in the butt, but let's go knock that out real quick. Let's see, we will just throw that on the ground. Let the sea monkeys have their way with it. And then we're looking for caves, right? With the little splody fish. Like I said, if I remember correctly, I think these are quite abundant. Oh, I missed the boomerang. Come here, boomerang. I want to eat you. Alright, let's see. We should see some splody fish down in here somewhere to get that sulfur.
30 seconds.
Let's see, take advantage of these little bulbs down here. If they still do the same thing, please say yes. Yeah, they do. So we good. Alright, now where are you at, little splitty fish? Man, I should grab that while I'm right here. Oh, it doesn't break apart anymore. In the very first initial early access release, it would actually break apart. And you could get multiple samples off of just one. Need to find me some stuff to scan, too. Not seeing any little cavey type networks here. There's got to be a little cave type something over here somewhere, right? Doesn't look like it. I haven't seen... Oh, I'm down 100 meters now. This is definitely too deep. I don't need to be down here yet. I just need to find me a little cave. There's a little cave, but is it going to have them little splitty fish in it? Wrong cave. Alright, let's grab a little bit more air. Hopefully I can come across something to scan here other than just wildlife. Uh-oh, it is snowing. Oh, crap!
Origin, Alien Sanctuary Site. Twisty Bridges. 200 meters depth.
Alright, I remember that too. We'll get started on that next episode. I was hoping to have my little splitty fish taken care of before this episode was up. Sanctuary Zero. I definitely remember that place. In fact, I bet we'll see a million splitty fish on the way down to it. Lots of battery juice. The little glowy glowies for the batteries. Get another little sip of oxygen here. Another great thing about Subnautica is... Now, I know that there was some timed stuff, like in the original game, like getting out to watch the rescue ship get blown up and stuff like that. Watching the Aurora get destroyed. I mean, there was definitely timed events, but a lot of the stuff you could really just do at your own speed. And it makes the exploration in Subnautica just super, super fun. I'm looking forward to checking out these new areas that they put in and just seeing what all else is here. You know, obviously a lot of the... You know, there's a lot of familiar things that were, you know... For the most part, they're either placeholders or were straight up copy-pasted from the original Subnautica. And that game was so beautiful, it's just hard to say that that is necessarily a bad thing. If you've got some great assets, you might as well use them. And I think that they did do that here. There's a little baby one. Yeah, see, I think these caves are not going deep enough or whatever to get the splody fish that we're after. How much space? I got plenty of inventory space left. Why don't we just go for it? Let's try to get down to that alien sanctuary before it's all said and done. Now, I just got to get down to 200. I've got to get down to 200 meters, basically. And I'm going to have to rely on these guys, I'm pretty sure.
Passing 100 meters.
I mean, should I bother scanning stuff right now? I mean, why not? See, that's only 100 meters. There's got to be another way down here. Oh, here we go. We got goodies. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. We'll take that. Uh-oh. There's some kind of sharks going up there. And then we've got something right here.
30 seconds.
High capacity O2 tank. I think that's a sign.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, we got not much time to get 90 meters up. And I got something growling at me. Ooh, man, this is going to be so close. Right now, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time, it's all safe. Alright, so I think that was a sign, though. We unlocked a higher capacity oxygen tank. I think before we go down into those twisted bridges areas, we need to get the rest of our tools squared away. And looky here. Very nice. And get that higher capacity oxygen tank. I think that's really probably the smartest thing to do at this point. I'm not really sure what that takes us up to. I think it's like 125. I'm not positive on that as far as the oxygen capacity. But I think I will call it good for this episode. And we'll start back off fresh, getting our repair tool made finally. And then we'll get on down with our fancy new oxygen tank and check out that, what's it called? Alien Research Site 0. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm kind of excited you all picked this one. So looking forward to playing through and seeing exactly how much content there is available right now as of this build is that November 2019 build. I'm sure there will be another build coming soon as well. But thank you all once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.